So Frank, could you start by telling me, if you were to describe the situation for LGBT people in Uganda right now, what will your description be?
It's a time of anxiety because at the moment we don't have a law that is extremely criminalizing LGBT persons or criminalizing my work. What we have is a law that is criminalizing the same-sex act. So the situation, I would say it's a situation of uncertainty, anxiety, because people don't know what is going to happen next. Will a new law come up? Are people going to get harassed when they are carrying out their own work? Are people going to be suspended from school for being known or perceived to be gay? Or is the media going to out someone?
And so what kind of stories are you hearing about harassment, and what is the reaction from the LGBT community in Uganda to that?
There are so many stories of harassment, and the reaction from the LGBT community is this anxiety and fear. Because if you live in a place and people are getting harassed and getting physically attacked or beaten, then of course if you're LGBT you have to fear.
And you personally, you have become a very well-known face in Uganda because you have been fighting for this for a very long time now. Which personal consequences have you suffered until now?
Well, being open is actually very good for me because then I already know how to deal with some of the challenges. I know how to mitigate, and I know what to do every time I wake up in the morning, not to be in trouble or not to fall in trouble. But of course, also being open, it has given me, it has had an effect on my personal life. For instance, I've lost so many friends because of being vocal and open about my sexual orientation and also LGBT rights. Well, I've been distanced from my own family and other relatives. And also, I don't engage in as many social events like I would be engaging in. And this should be the prime time of my life when I should be out doing everything, trying out everything, doing everything now. But I'm limited in so many ways because of being openly gay.
Can you give some examples on the harassment that you meet from the authorities and ordinary people?
Well, I've been arrested, brutally arrested and put in jail last year as we tried to carry out the parade. And also, I've had harassment. I've been harassed, but it's not as worse as I would say it has happened to many other Ugandans that I know, LGBT Ugandans. And that is partly because I am open about my sexual orientation. So most authorities and majority of Ugandans, actually they think it is right, it is okay to harass an LGBT persons. And when we tell stories of harassment, people think we're just, looking for sympathy from the international community. They think persecution of LGBT persons is okay. And the arguments they use is that, first of all, it is illegal. And yet it is not illegal. Secondly, it is unchristian. And also, it is not a Ugandan culture, it is Western. So, for instance, if you get beaten and you go to the police, people will say, the police will almost say that's okay. And when we come to talk about it, then people are like, oh no, you're trying to get sympathy from the West and make Uganda look bad. Yeah. when you are fighting for a cause, it becomes part of you. And you can't live. You can't simply live. But also, the challenges I face every day in Uganda, the stories I listen to of people and their challenges, you can't abandon that. You can't live with it. You just have to keep moving. And in fact, every day you wake up, you feel like, what more should I do today to create a change? What more should I do today to make people believe and look at LGBT persons like any other Ugandan? So you don't have even the space and the time to think about living and moving somewhere else or changing your lifestyle or doing something different. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.